Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Alamo Wealth. Now, today we're going to be discussing the last in the Think and Act Wealthy series, vacation, the most important one, the fruits of your labor. Before we get started though, please leave a like on that button, that little blue button. Click it, click the like, the little thumbs up, click it, that one. Yep, there you go. That allows me to be more viewable and accessible on the search parameters for YouTube's algorithm. So it helps out a lot with my channel and all that. Subscribe if you haven't, and just keep following. Leave comments, that also helps. Also, if you've got a question with anything, leave those comments and I'll get back with you. All right, let's get to it. Doing all this hard work and having nothing to show for it really starts to diffuse your stamina. So you have to enjoy life. You have to learn to take a step back from your work, turn that switch off, and go decompress. Go do something you really like. Now, some people just like to go shopping and buy really shiny, fancy things. Some people like to buy toys that are completely unnecessary, like boats and ATVs and dirt bikes. And you know what? That's cool. Planes, whatever you like to do. Me personally, I like to travel. I love to see this world, and I'm a minimalist. I actually don't like things as much. And for those of you that follow me on Facebook or anything like that, you'll see that I travel quite a bit. I mean, all over that I can, staying in all the fancy hotels and all that stuff, and being able to do that at pretty much no cost is what I'm going to show you today, is how to do all that. Now you can do it with buying things. There's ways that you can kind of turn this. I'm going to be focusing more on the vacation and traveling aspects, seeing as how that's the majority of what people are going to do with their earnings. But there are a lot of people that just want to go and buy a boat and just want to buy nice things, nice guns, you know. Well, I gotta admit I do that too. But being able to do that with points and all that is still viable. So just kind of use what I'm going to teach today on the vacation stuff and kind of translate it to whatever field and whatever hobby you like to express yourself with. So we have points and rewards. Flights. With Delta, you can spend like $50,000 a year. Say you flip one house and you spend 50 grand of Home Depot supplies on that credit card just to flip the house. Well, then within 3 to 4 months, and if you get that card at 0% for 6 months and you spend all that money on that card, and then you sell that house within the 6 months, you get all that money back from selling the house and you pay off the card. Well, now you just got all that money for free, basically, because you paid no interest on it. You paid it back, and then you got all of those points associated with all the money you just put on that credit card. And those points add up. Now, imagine doing that 10 times a year. So that's what I've been able to do. I've been able to take advantage of huge amounts of points, leveraging 0% interest on these credit cards, and it's just expanding my credit ability, my buying power, and my point accrual. So just a basic analysis. Let's say you buy for your credit cards. You buy one for flights, okay? Your Delta American Express card or whatever. You spend 50 grand a year. You at 20% times the 8 points that the card gives you about 80,000 points or 2 return tickets per year if you're just spending the 50 grand. Plus 75,000 starting points. So typically when you sign into these cards, you get like a bonus sign up point system. So there, you just got yourself, you and your family, free round trip tickets pretty much anywhere nationwide or even overseas. And it's all for free because you used that card in the point accrual system and you paid it off properly like you're supposed to, using it in your business. Now you also have a Hilton one. So you got a Hilton, same thing, 50K per year at 20% times 10 points. You got 100,000 points or 2 nights in a really nice hotel for free, plus the 150,000 starting points. So now you've got 4 or 5 nights right there. 5 nights in a free hotel. You've got round trip tickets for your family. Right there is a vacation just for signing up and doing 2 flips per year. Done. Now you've got ones for car rental. You've got some for food, merchandise like personal tools, office supplies, which I've actually did with my personal banking card, allowed me to buy just using my banking card over the past, I think, 4 years, got me enough points to buy an entire toolkit. So I have saw, Dremel tools, all the basic tools that you need for your garage, all for free, just by accruing those points over 4 years. And then you've got rebate programs, like Home Depot does a 1% cash back. So if you're spending, and those rebate programs actually are sometimes you get them not in a credit card form. So for instance, my Home Depot is through an establishment where we get 1% back on everything that we buy, and I don't have to be signed up for a credit card. That just comes back to me again as a gift card at the end of the year. So if I'm spending $500,000 at Home Depot, then I get 1% of that back to me as a gift card each year. So that basically gives me free one flip on a house. It's nice. Using the points, using those benefits and the reward programs allows you to really scale yourself up in a big way, and allows you to take advantage of the vacations that you get to go on a yearly or semi-annual basis. So traveling, being able to travel the world without the expenses is, I don't know if any of you guys have actually gone traveling, but taking a vacation is not really a vacation if you have to plan it all out and just worry about dollars. I'd love to go on a cruise, but then I can't drink alcohol because I can't afford the bill. That's not vacationing. Vacationing is just going all out, bringing a stack of cash, not caring about bringing any of it home, wasting your money to make yourself happy. Completely okay to do that. But if you could do that with all points, to where the only money you've got to spend out of pocket is to buy yourself some alcohol, well, that's a-okay for any vacation, right? Takes all the stress of the actual travel experience off of your shoulders. Owning a travel business. Now, this is something that we can talk about in private, but when you're able to own your own travel business, your own travel agency per se, now everywhere you go, every travel that you do, as long as you're utilizing at least, I think it's 60% of that time in trying to promote yourself or promote your company, then that travel is a complete write-off. It's a business expense. So I get to go to Hawaii or go on a cruise or do whatever fun thing that I want to do, and it's a tax credit because I'm doing it and I'm actually promoting myself. I'm promoting my business. I'm doing it as a business function, but it's cool that it's on a cruise line. So you just got to put yourself in a position where you get to take advantage of the great things and great opportunities that make you also happy. So you're going to spend the necessary minutes on training or promotion for this said business, and then document all of those minutes. Make sure you have all your documentation, because if you ever get audited, just like any business, you need to make sure that you're doing it right and that you're documenting your what hours and minutes and money and all this stuff that you're spending it on, okay? So do it correctly, and always consult with your attorney and your CPA to make sure you're doing it right. And then you get to write off the expenses and use deductions to mitigate your taxable income. Okay, so the most important part of any kind of vacation or enjoyment of your earnings is the decompression. Now, it's always been, growing up blue collar, especially in a really blue collar family, it was always, oh, the rich, they're always taking vacations, and my boss is never here because he's always on a fishing trip, and blah, blah, blah. You have to realize the psychological effects of leadership. And so when you have all of that responsibility, you have to decompress. You have to let it go. And the only way to do that is by going and enjoying yourself. Now, as a blue collar worker myself, I used to just go to the bar, drink. And that's typically what people do. They go to the bar, they drink. Occasionally they'll save up to go do a small fishing trip or a camping trip or something. And then maybe once every few years they go on and, splurge and go on a vacation. And that's good. So making sure that you get out, decompress, safeguard your mind, and allow your mental facilities to go back to normal, so that way you can reset and start out your week strong again. Do that as many times as you feel necessary. Do not allow yourself to get burnt out to the point to where your business starts to suffer. So operating an efficient and profitable business is one of the most difficult things to do, and it has a huge negative impact on your stress levels and overall energy. You must replenish yourself by vacationing all in. Don't half-ass anything, including fun. Just like with money, there is a bad stereotype with bosses vacationing too much BS. It's necessary. Trust me, like we just discussed. Do not mix work and vacation. Includes thinking and strategizing, but not epiphanies. When I say don't half-ass, including fun, I mean just like my quote when I say, if you're going to be lazy full on. Just go sit on that couch, get a beer, and watch TV and think of nothing. If you're going to be in work mode, be in work mode full on. Don't think about anything but getting your job done and done right. Work all day if you have to. Just keep working. Accomplish what you set your mind on. Now, same thing with vacation. When you're in vacation mode, you turn that switch off. You don't answer your phone, you don't check emails, you don't do any of that stuff. You're in vacation mode. Unless someone's dying or your business is about to fall apart without you, you don't answer. You are on vacation mode. You don't worry about it. You send it to voicemail. Um, this does not include epiphanies. So, for instance, if you're just on the beach or you're in the shower or whatever on vacation, all of a sudden you have like this revolutionary idea. You need to get that idea down on paper. Epiphanies do not count at all because those will come and go, and you need to write them down and you can sort through it later, but you need to get it down on paper or on your phone or something. But thinking and strategizing, like do not be in the shower thinking about, okay, well, when I get back to work, I'm going to maybe put John on the. Don't start doing that at all. You're no work at all. You're on vacation mode. Shut up. Think happy thoughts, and just go to your happy place. But no, do not keep that switch off. Um, Disconnect and relax. Doing this properly will ready your mind, body, and soul for the next phase of growth. Scale and repeat. Okay. From here on out, you're just going to be repeating all 10 steps that we've already been through, and you're going to do it, and you're going to scale up bigger, and you're going to do all of this again. You're going to scale up bigger, and you're going to keep taking it up step by step. Now, from here on out, the next actionable steps, repeat the lessons, but also get in touch with us. Visit my website, www.alamowealth.net. Sign up for a free consultation over the phone. I'll meet with you, and then we can sit down and maybe discuss helping you and your business grow and helping yourself grow as well. All right, guys. Well, this is it for me. This is the last of the Think and Act Wealthy series. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please subscribe, leave a comment, like, do all the the nice stuff that YouTube wants you to do. Helps the algorithm, helps me get out there in the search for other people as well. And we'll see you on the next one. The next one will be about investing in the stock market. So stay tuned for that. Bye, guys.